What's up, Daddy? What's up, good boy? Hello, Dinah. Hello, baby. How's my good girl? Sit, 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 sit. That's a good girl. Dinah knows how to sit. She's so smart. I love you, Dinah. Love you, Thaddy. What you doing, good boy? What are you doing, huh? Yeah. Something interesting. Right, Dinah? Something interesting? Aw, what a good girl you are. Alright, we're gonna make some movies. What do you think about that? Yeah, this is my garden, such as, well, one of my gardens, such as it is. This is roses. Pretty cool. Alright. Hey everybody, this is Bill. I'm a salty old Marine. And I'm in my backyard right now. I'm sitting on this this huge long planter that I built, raised garden kind of thing. I built it a couple of years ago. I wanted to have something nice on the back of my wife's garage. And by wife's garage I mean she has her garage and I have my garage. His and hers garages, right? That's right, Dinah. So yeah, so what I did was I came up with an idea, sort of a plan. I didn't really line it up or write it down or get it architected or anything. I just made a couple of measurements and figured out roughly how many of these decorative type blocks that I would need from the local hardware store, the big box hardware store, and I priced them out, and we had them delivered because very heavy, 2 or 3 pallets worth. Not cheap, but you know, not as expensive as having it done. Plus I wanted to do it. So I dug out about 1.5 feet down, and I set up the foundation, and I did a dry pour of cement. I never did that before, to create a foundation where the bricks go, not where the dirt goes. That just goes straight down to center of the earth, I guess. And hi Dinah. Hello, baby. She's a good girl. Anyway, I leveled things off and I started laying bricks and putting down the adhesive and so forth, and eventually I had it all done. It's not perfect. It droops a little bit on this corner, and I probably should do something about that, but I'm not really sure I'm going to. I'm kind of done with all this now, you know, kind of done. But anyway, yeah. So I built this, and then I filled up the raised garden with soil, nice clean topsoil, and I amended it. And my wife and I, we planted roses. This one's called the Lady of Shalott. So yeah, we planted roses, and they're doing really great. They've got buds on them. They're definitely coming back. This is their 2nd year, and they went great guns the first year. I mean, when we planted them, they were just little stubs, and now they're big. I even had to put in these trellises for them to climb on. So yeah, things are going pretty well. And you know, it's a little bit like life, and it's a little bit like pursuing your VA disability and health care needs. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch, I don't know, but here's what I mean. First of all, things don't always turn out the way you think they will. You know, what I designed in my mind's eye and what I ended up with are not exactly the same thing, but at the same time I'm pretty pleased with this. You know, it's okay. Things won't turn out perfectly. My garden wall got about a 1/2 inch drop on one end. It just, yeah, it looks kind of funny, but you know, that's life, right? Life's like that too. Disability claims and all that sort of thing. Yeah, sometimes things aren't perfect, but you know, you take them as they are, and maybe you can fix them later on. I can probably fix that, jack it up, and I don't know, inject some cement or something underneath it. I have no idea. But you know, the point is that you can fix it if you want later on, or you can let it be. It's entirely up to you, right? And you plant your flowers. You know, why are there roses in this garden? Because I planted roses. If I didn't plant roses, I'd have a bunch of weeds. I guess weeds can be nice too if that's what you want. But I wanted roses, so I planted roses. So I got roses. You follow what I'm saying here? You put in your disability claims for the things that are broken, for the things that happened while you were in the service and the things that are still bothering you today. And you follow them up. And sometimes things don't turn out the way you expect them to. Sometimes better, sometimes worse. But I wouldn't have roses if I hadn't built a garden and then planted roses, right? So the worst that could happen is your roses don't grow. You end up with more weeds, and that's bad. But you still got the garden, and you can always replant. The best thing that can happen is you get roses. And if you're careful and you plan your garden well and you build it okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, you get good roses and they turn out nice. I'll come back in the summertime and I'll show you some flowers. Remember this: plant roses, get roses. Don't plant roses, get weeds. If you want weeds, okay, man. But most of us probably don't want weeds. This is Bill. I am the salty old Marine. This is Dinah, my dog. Hi, Dinah. And my boy Thaddeus back there looking noble. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Leave a comment. Tell me about your rose garden. What it is that you make that makes you happy. And as always, have a great day.